So, how would Iran or any nation get a nuclear weapon anyway? In the case of Iran, this actively seeking to progress toward a nuclear weapon isn't new. They've been moving in this direction for decades. There are three things a state needs to get in order to have a nuclear weapon that can be used against an enemy. The first is nuclear material. That is the hardest thing to get. Think plutonium or U-235. This is material that can be used to fuel a nuclear bomb. If you don't have that fuel, that material, you don't have a bomb, okay? So for that material, you can either steal it, maybe steal it from Russia or Pakistan. You could buy it, maybe from Russia or Pakistan or North Korea. You can develop it on your own. Now, if you want to produce the nuclear material on your own, you need some sophisticated equipment, like lots and lots of centrifuges. These are things that can separate the U-235 uranium from the regular uranium. And that process is called enrichment. And that's what Iran has been trying to do, to enrich the uranium to such a higher quality that it could be used in a weapon, okay? And doing that is called enriching it to weapons grade. Many of the strikes we've seen on Iran from Israel, okay, have gone after these enrichment facilities. But one of these facilities in particular is housed deep underground, and we'll talk about that later. So it's harder for the Israelis to get. Before the Israeli strike, we know that Iran already had, or we think that Iran already had enough weapons-grade uranium to get a bomb in a matter of days in terms of fuel, okay? The second thing you need to get a bomb is knowledge. Knowledge to be able to weaponize the enriched nuclear fuel. So experts say that Iran would need months to a year to get the knowledge and put it together to weaponize that fuel, all right? Basically to build a deliverable device that would go boom when you want it to go boom. We've all heard the claim, quote, they are days away from getting a bomb. But the fact is they've been, Iran, at the same place in this process for 2 decades. So we need to consider the fact that maybe they didn't intend to ever develop a bomb. Just a thought. Now, the third thing you'd need, and this is very important, especially for guys like Ted Cruz who like to scare Americans, is a delivery mechanism. You need to be able to put that nuclear device, that bomb, either a bomb or that device on top of a missile that could be then launched into enemy territory, okay? So considering Iran's airspace right now is pretty much taken over at this point, the only way most people think that they could deliver a nuclear weapon is through a missile strike. Iran has lots of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles and drones. Yes, that's true. Ballistic missiles are missiles that are launched that go up into space and come back down many, many miles away from the launch point. But here's the thing, and ballistic missiles can carry larger warheads, something like a nuclear warhead. Okay, but here's the thing. Iran does not have intercontinental ballistic missiles. It does have regional ballistic missiles. That means that its missiles are smaller. They do not have the range to reach the United States of America, Ted Cruz. Not even close. The longest range ballistic missile Iran currently has a range of about 2,000 kilometers. Kilometers? What the heck's a kilometer? We're Americans, we don't do kilometers. Okay, that's about 1,200 miles. So where can Iran's missiles go? Well, they could reach Israel for sure, Egypt, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, regional neighbors like the UAE, but they could not reach anywhere near the United States, okay? That's the facts.